Hello everyone and welcome to the 4th episode on this Wednesday, or Thursday, I'm not decided which one it is yet, more about that in a minute. Welcome to this 4th episode of this Euro Truck Simulator 2 series. We are on the penultimate episode before we buy our first truck, and in the next episode we will be taking probably a break from doing a little our Q&A or our topic next episode. We will have it for this episode, which I'll reveal what the topic is again in a minute. But yeah, this video will go up on either Wednesday or Thursday night. I haven't really decided yet. I don't know if I'm that 3 days in a row was quite a lot for the amount of videos there was and how long each video was. Almost an hour long in each episode. So yeah, I don't know. I might put this up on Wednesday, might put this up on Thursday and have a Thursday-Friday video going up and then a Sunday. I don't know yet. I'll see. This video either got Wednesday night or Thursday night. I'm not sure which one it is yet, but the next episode, episode 5, will 100% be on Friday at 8 PM. But yeah, this is just a small schedule change, So there'll either not be a Euro Truck video on Wednesday or not on Thursday. I don't know. This is in past tense now, so you actually know which one it is, but yeah. Okay, so the topic we'll be talking about is life today. So we're talking about everything to do with life today. Very broad subject, but we will be talking mainly about stuff about my everyday life sort of thing. Or like, in general life. Last episode I thought was really good. We talked about health, and we had quite a few questions going on as well. I think I answered them nicely. Hopefully let me know what you think. But yeah, if we have a little look at the model map, we can see the area that we've covered already. So we've actually started off in Perth, and then we went up to the Faroe Isles, and then we went all the way through the northern half of Iceland, and we finished up in So we finished up there, and yeah, today we're actually going to be heading into Norway. We're going to head into Norway for the first time in this series. So we are going to be taking a quick job from, I think it's the Faroe Isles that I saw, and we are heading right down to Stavanger. Remember last episode we looked at this, actually, it was rice, and we've got an 8,700 euro journey. So we're going to take this journey now. We'll get on the road and we'll start talking about our life topic. Some interesting questions going on today as well. Hopefully I'll be able to answer them nicely. Hopefully I'll be okay. What on earth is this truck? Oh, it's a Scania. Nice. I am going to instantly remove my, adjust my seat a little bit. Go up a little bit. Go back a little bit as well. I feel like it's a little bit far forward. That should be okay. I think that should be okay. God, I really need to be reversing here. There's not a lot of space going on. They didn't give me a lot of space. What on earth? Oh, look at that 4K wall. It looks incredible. Oh yeah, something I didn't do last episode, by the way, was reroute. I completely forgot. Okay, so we're in here. We're in the sea, apparently. So we're going to be heading over the sea. Over the North Sea. Over to Torshavn. And then we're going to be taking the ferry all the way over to Bergen. And we're going to go around this very awkward route here in Bergen. Come on, give me... Okay. That should... No, that's going to not work. Hang on. We'll go that... Yeah, that works. So we'll go that way. We'll do a loop like that. Oh, that's not nice. And then we're going to head up this northern road. I remember this road being quite nice. The Bergen to Oslo route was really, really nice. One of my favourite journeys in Euro Truck, actually. A really nice journey. It was in the top 10 road series that I never finished back in 2018. And I'm sure people remember that. Nice sip of Tetley 1 cup tea. I need to really go back to Yorkshire tea. And then we're going to head down here around this little spiral loop down there. And we're going to head down to Stavanger. And we'll probably have a little reroute round there to grab that as well. And then we'll head over to NS Oil. And that should be this journey done. This doesn't look that long, but it's actually... I think it's a total of about 400 miles on the road. The ferry is about 400 as well. So yeah, it's not that long. It's probably shorter than last episode, actually. Bit quiet for me. Stay there, pal. I'm first. Oh my god, he really didn't back off, did he? Jeez. Alright, we are on the road towards Stavanger in Norway. So there shouldn't be that much issues as we go. Hopefully not. But we'll see. There might be. Alright, we are going to start with the questions then on life. So these are just questions that I picked out of the internet. It's kind of like a Q&A thing. You know, I can't do a Q&A because there's not that many people that follow me, so that's good. So yeah, we are going to start off with the first question then. It is, if you have no plans, what does your day consist of? Oh, okay, this was definitely the number one question, because I thought this was going to be like one of the longest ones that will take me to answer. So if you have no plans, what does your day consist of? Okay, so usually I do have some plans for the day ahead. Where it be, I don't know, like watching the latest series of something. That sounds very boring to start with, but no. Usually it'll be something like, I don't know, I'm going to go on a trip somewhere, I'm going to go back to meet the family. You know, I'm going to have something scheduled. If I'm not working, this is like assuming I'm not going to work. I also have a day where like I'll maybe say, alright, today I'm going to do uni work. That's not happened a lot so far since I since I started the next year of uni, but you know. So usually there'll be like some sort of plan going on. If I have no plans for the day ahead, usually what I'll do is just relax. Like I'll, you know, just sit about. Maybe I'll do some shopping. Maybe I'll just stock up the freezer, stock up the fridge, stock up the cupboards, that sort of thing. And then when I get back from that, maybe I'll, you know, cook. Maybe try. I've been trying out new recipes a lot recently. I've been cooking a lot for myself recently. And yeah, definitely going to try it out with the family when I next visit. It should be pretty soon, actually. Actually, I'm definitely a bit far down now. Go up a little bit. Actually, no, I'm a bit far up. It was just because I was on a hill. It's a bit weird. And then maybe I'll just, like, you know, stick on the TV. I've usually got things recorded, and I'll, you know, just watch that or whatever. Like, at the minute, I'm a Celebrity's on, and I'll definitely have that as part of my planned schedule, because it's probably one of my favourite shows of the year that I always watch, so I definitely have that on my scheduled thing to do. And it's very... Sometimes I'll miss it, sometimes I won't. Like, most of the time I do watch it. Especially if Matt Hancock's going to be eating penises, I'm definitely watching it if he's in there. That's going to be hilarious. I mean, I'm not a fan of him, but I'm a fan of him eating, you know, kangaroos, bits, and stuff. Alright, the next question is, how many hours of gaming do you do per day? Oh, okay, now the question, if you asked me 5 years ago, I'd be saying maybe about 1 or 2 hours a day on average. But now, I barely do any gaming, by the way. Like, it's actually insane. Like, you remember my last question, if you have no plans, what does your day consist of? Oh yeah, sometimes I'll record videos as well if I have some free time as well. I forgot about that. But yeah, I don't really do that much gaming anymore. Like, sometimes my friends will hit me up and say, you know, hey, do you want to play blah blah blah, you know, any sort of game, any sort of multiplayer game, and I'll be like, yeah, sure. Sometimes, rare, but sometimes it does happen. I can't even remember the last time I played a game myself that wasn't for a video or with other people. I actually can't remember. That's actually really bad. But yeah, I would say 0 is the average then. Maybe like half an hour if you include the fact that I'm doing videos at the minute. But that's pretty much it. It's actually really, really weird to say, you know. But yeah, I think it's just maybe changes in life or maybe changes in interests, maybe. Like, I was not interested in gaming when I was very young as well, and then when I came to about 14, I started getting interested in gaming until about I was 18 or 19. And then it sort of just reversed again, it seems, when I turned about 20. So a bit weird. But yeah, I guess you go through these phases. Maybe in about 5 years' time I'll start to get really interested in gaming again. Who knows? Obviously I still play games like here and there, but nowhere near as much as 5 years ago. Probably due to, you know, having more interesting things right now to do. I'm guessing. Maybe. Like, maybe it's just not on the top of my, like, sort of priorities list. Alright, next question is there any difference in your everyday life between now and 10 years ago, so a decade ago? Alright, so, let's bear... What has it done? What on earth? Why is it taking me this way? What? What? Why on earth is it taking me this way? Okay. Did I miss my turn or something? Oh well. Fair enough. Is there any difference in your everyday life between now and 10 years ago? Alright, so 10 years ago was 2012. So November 2012. Is there any difference between now and November 2012? Okay, well, let's just say pretty much everything in my life. Are you kidding me? I don't even know if my headlights are on. There we go. Okay. Apparently I didn't have them on at all. And I'm crashing about everywhere. Why is that guy just stopped? Okay. So yeah, pretty much everything in my life has changed in the last 10 years. Like, I don't even think I can think of one thing that's the same. Honestly. My family. That's it. So 10 years ago I was 12 years old. No, I wasn't. I was 11 years old. 12 years ago. 10 years ago, sorry. I was 11 years old. And now I'm 21. So if you asked me when I was like 50 and comparing to 40, there'd be like way less changes. But yeah, probably the biggest change is probably the, you know, like the sort of, you know, like, sort of going from having every decision almost made for you to basically making every decision pretty much almost for yourself. And yeah, that is a huge change, and I can think, you know, right now I've got my own flat, you know, I've got my own job, I'm at uni, you know, all that stuff. It's very different from, say, like, what's going on with this? Say, oh my god! Say, like, even just 3 years ago. Like, if you ask me, like, biggest changes, it's probably very similar, actually. And like, you're at school, I was at school for what, 14 years or something? And yeah. I'm not sure I'm a fan of education. I much prefer, you know, I don't know, I wouldn't say I prefer work, but I just prefer not being in education as such. I mean, further education's okay as well. And now, do I prefer it over, like, a few years, like 10 years ago? I don't know, like, I always look back and think, wow, that's so nostalgic, those times were amazing and stuff, but I actually think that I'll be looking back to 2022 and 2032 and thinking, wow, that was actually a great time as well, it was an amazing time. So, I don't know, I feel like, obviously, except from like 2019, 2020, those absolutely horrible years, but like the COVID pandemic and stuff. I would say that like every year has like some sort of memorable thing to it and every sort of uniqueness to it. But I would say right now, I used to be bored all the time 10 years ago. I'd always like struggle with things to do. But now, PC, TV, you know, make my own decisions, having work, you know, having uni work to do, I'm never really that bored. Like, sometimes I'll get bored, but I'm never really that bored. And I can notice that as a huge change as well. So yeah, I'd say that that is a big thing as well. So I wouldn't really say, like, I think we remember 10 years ago, or I remember 10 years ago, being a lot better than it probably was. But yeah, that's what I see. Like, probably the biggest change is definitely the control I have over my life. It's the simple answer to that one. The next question is, what is your biggest achievement in life? Oh, okay. Oh my god, okay, this has definitely got to be, I don't know, this one, there's only one sort of answer to this, and it's got to be the Arctic expedition I did back in 2018. I mentioned this a lot on my channel, I've even got a video on it, on my channel. Don't watch it, please. It's cringe as hell. Looking back on it, I watched it. Oh yeah, I did the. Oh yeah, I remember that. I did the Christmas Eve 2020. Christmas Eve 2020, Greenland 2020, 2018 relived video, and I literally reacted to that whole video that I made in January 2019. And yeah, I was cringing so hard at it. I remember it, and I imagine if I go back now and watch it again, I'm probably going to be cringing even more. So yeah. But yeah, that Arctic expedition was very, very different, and it's like a massive achievement. Like just the whole process, the training that I did every week. I did like 1 hour of very intense training every week to build me up to do it. I would say though that the hardest bit of it wasn't really the actual expedition itself and the physical, you know, skiing across. That was great. I loved that. It was probably the people that were there that I found the most challenging. Like, it sort of reminded me of like a Big Brother sort of house. You're sort of isolated with these 10 people, or like these 12 people, and some of them you're going to love, some of the that you're going to hate. A lot of people that I didn't... There was quite a few people that I hated as well. And yeah, they were like, you know... Yeah, but I'm not going to go into details about that because that is very boring to talk about. But, to put it lightly, I did not like quite a few people on the expedition just because of how they acted and stuff. Alright, I think it's right-hand drive in it. This is a bright day, Jesus Christ. What a bright... I've just been so used to the Arctic area, that's why. Speaking of which, yeah, I'd definitely say the Arctic was the biggest achievement. Like, I think the biggest achievement though was finishing it. Like, I remember, like, just picture yourself in the Arctic. More than half the people there you're not really keen off, and you need to basically spend the next 12 days with them and put up with them. But one thing that is true is when you come back from it, everything else seems sort of, you know, not as difficult as it may have seemed. It's hard to put into words, but, you know, like, it's sort of... I wouldn't really say... The thing is, like, this whole thing was meant to be, like, life-changing, but I didn't really feel like it changed my life that much. But, yeah. It was a great opportunity. I mean, how many people are going to get the opportunity to, buddy, ski across the Arctic? Like, yeah, not many. Alright, we're turning left here, I believe. I should have went that way, shouldn't I? Oh my god, what have I done? Oh, what have I done? We missed Bergen. I don't care. You know what, I'll just skip past it. I don't even care anymore. We probably missed like a few truck dealers that we could have used, but oh well. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't panic. It'll be okay. So yeah, I definitely say that's the biggest achievement. Like, when I came home, you know, I was so relieved to be home. Like, I've never loved Scotland so much after that. After those, like, 15 days. Alright, the next question is, do you usually have a structured day, or does your schedule for a day change frequently? Oh, okay. Do you usually have a structure there as your schedule for a day change frequently? Right. Alright, so I usually plan my day when I wake up. No, actually, sometimes I will plan my day before I go to sleep the next day. Like, if I have work, like, it's very simple, you know, like, there's not really much to be said about this. If I have work, then, you know, I'm at work. And, like, I'll come home and I'll relax, watch some telly or whatever, or, you know, stick some music on, or, you know. But it won't include, like, anything else, like uni work or anything like that. If I like, don't have work, it usually involves me like seeing if I want to go anywhere for a day out or something, or I want to go back to visit the family, or like, you know, if any of my friends want to do something the next day or something. But usually I'll do that in the morning rather than the night before. I change this. There we go. Alright, I need that lane. But yeah, if I usually have a mix, like it sometimes is structured. Okay. I'm just gonna assume the AI is like broken. Rip sign. Hey bro, what's going on? What's going on? Okay. Not even gonna question it. He's like stuck on the roundabout for some reason. But yeah, it's very mixed. Like, my day will be structured like very to the minute if I have work. But if I don't have work, then most of the time I'll plan it out in the morning. Probably. Alright, the next question is, what's one thing that can instantly make your day better? Oh, okay. Alright, so I don't know. This is a really tricky question that I thought about. And I thought I should think maybe the sun. You know, like if the sun comes out, I'm gonna be happier. But that's not true, because I don't like the sun that much. Obviously it's vital for like life on Earth, of course, but yeah, I really struggled to think of an answer to this question, honestly I did. One thing that can make my day better, and maybe say my dog as well, like that's definitely another thing. I've got various answers to this. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna move on from this one, honestly. We'll say the sun. The sun makes everybody happier. It makes me happier. Why not? Alright. There you go. That's that one answered. The next question is, what was your favourite age growing up and why? Oh, what a question. I was actually looking forward to answering this question until I started thinking about answers to it. And I thought, wow, I don't know which age I could pick. Alright, so we can say 22, 21, 22, that's not even happened yet. I'd go for 21, by the way. I'd go for 21. I absolutely love being 21, by the way. Like, a lot of people say, oh, I love being 12. I love being 12 and, you know, just going outside and, you know, running about like a lunatic and stuff. But I didn't really like that much. I did for a bit. Like, I did sometimes, but yeah. Like I say, it's just nostalgia. You look back on it and think it's a lot better than it actually is. But I'd say my favourite age growing up is probably 21, like my current age. I love having I love having control of my own life, you know, like being in control. You're not really having the decisions made for me, you know. Like, you know, like when I was younger, I couldn't like say, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to like I don't know, like buddy, I don't know, I'm gonna go to Loch Ness or some crap this weekend, you know, like, and then obviously you have to have your parents go with you. Because, you know, they're their parents and they wouldn't let you go themselves, yourself. Because you're so young. But that's something that you can do, that I can do now, if I wanted to. Of course, if I wanted to go to Loch Ness. That's actually amazing, you know. Like, if I wanted to go abroad, I don't even know what's stopping me at the minute. Like, you know, going to another country, like, I don't know, like, you know, I've always wanted to go to New York. I've always wanted to go to, like, Norway. I don't know what's stopping me just going on to like Skyscanner and booking a holiday to, you know, Norway in December. I'm considering it at the minute. I'm considering it. Like, so one of my friends is going to Oslo, And it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to Oslo. It's amazing at Christmas. It's got loads of snow. It's freezing cold. Ha! Enjoy bloody December in Scotland with mild rainy weather. And I'm like, oh my god, I want to go to Oslo. And I want to go to Norway. And I can do that. I'm literally only a book. But I think, I don't know, there's something maybe stopping me from doing that. I don't know what it is. Maybe just an instinct saying it's maybe not the best thing to do. But I don't know why. Oh, this is nice. Funnily enough, we are in Norway, by the way. Speaking of Norway. I love this tunnel, this is cool. But yeah, I'd say 21 because you have all the freedom. You know, you can spend any sort of money you want. I think a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people don't like 21. I feel like a lot of people associate 21 as like the age where like you sort of become, you know, you sort of adjust to being like you're like fending for yourself. As it were, like, you know, you get a job, you know, I think it's went pretty well for me though. I think the reason I like it so much is because it's actually gone very well. But that's because I had the determination to find a house, I had the determination to find a job, I had the determination to, you know, not that the job is very good, but you know, it is a job at least. The house is definitely like the thing that I'm most like happy with at the minute. Like the house that I've got now. Really, really, really good. I remember when I first saw it, I've said this before, but I remember when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. And like, I'm not even thinking about the next 2 years at the minute of this house as well. I'm thinking about the next like 5 maybe? I don't know. Like, it could be like a sort of like a home that I live in for most of my 20s, you know, which is kind of funny to think of. And you know, I thought I would not like, you know, I thought I wouldn't really like moving home that much, but you know, I actually really like it, you know. I actually think it's definitely something I'll never go back from, you know. Like, I'm never going to be moving back to my parents, like, permanently. I think it's literally going to be like a permanent thing now. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, to be fair. I much prefer my own space, 100%. But I honestly think as well, a lot of people don't have the privileges that I do. That's the thing. A lot of people like you know, have to live with their parents for, you know, until they're about 25, and you know, that's fair enough, but I'm kind of glad I didn't go down that route. But yeah, to answer that question, we've gone off topic a lot with this one, but yeah, 21's great. I like 20 as well. 20 was really good. 20 was 20 was really good as well, because obviously, you know, I started uni and stuff and did various new things as well. But yeah, 19 was terrible. That was COVID pandemic, so I think I was like 18 and 19 is sort of the age that I grew up into an adult. You know, it changed from being like a young, you know, adult to being an adult. So yeah, the COVID pandemic kind of ruined that. I think my life would have been a little bit different if I didn't have the COVID pandemic. Although maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. I don't know, if the COVID pandemic didn't happen, would I be living here right now? I'm just thinking about, if this one thing didn't happen, would it have changed? Probably not. I think it would have still been this sort of route. But yeah, that's my answer. The current age I'm at right now is probably my favourite in terms of ages. But yeah, just because like I can do whatever the hell I want. And I love that. It's great. And if I want to quit my job or whatever, or if I want to, you know, leave this house, you know, I can do that. Not that I'm going to do any of them, but, you know, I don't need to seek approval, as it were. Alright, the next question is, what are the best moments that have happened in your life? Alright, so we're going to say the end of the Arctic expedition for this one is definitely up there. Getting this house was amazing as well. Like, I've told the story about getting this house, but yeah, it's definitely up there as one of my favourite moments of my life. It's a bit weird to think that, but it is, definitely. I can't really think of anything else that's top there. You've got other little ones that are a bit better, that are good as well. But you can I need to really make more moments in my life that I can say that was a top moment, you know? And that's going to be through like holidays and stuff, I can imagine. But yeah, I need to really try new things as well, though, to make those best moments happen. Like, I honestly feel like I've got the opportunity to do so much at the minute, but I'm just sitting about in the house at times, you know. Like, I feel like I'm not going to be bragging about this, but I feel like I've got the money to do stuff that I've wanted to do when I was younger. Like, you know, like, I've had, like, places I want to go, you know, things I want to do when I was younger, but I didn't have the money to do it. But now I'm an adult, I'm not doing it because, you know, I'm not really not really. It's hard to explain. I'm sure you know what I mean, but yeah. Mainly because, like, I feel like I don't know. It's hard to explain. All right, where are we now? We're not far from Stavanger, actually. We're actually pretty close. We're like halfway between Bergen and Stavanger. So yeah, and we've got 3 questions left. Okay, there's quite interesting ones coming up. So 3 questions left. The next question is, during your daily life, which meal is your favourite? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Ooh, okay. So I'm thinking about what I actually have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So breakfast usually is a bowl of crunchy nut, toast, or porridge, or maybe something a bit more exciting like full English. But that's very rare, a full English. And I think about all those foods, and I think it's a bit naff, you know. And if I had, like, you know, it's a bit like crunchy nut, a bowl of crunchy nut. Okay, that's interesting. It's nice. Actually, the crunchy nut clusters, I need to buy them again because they were really nice. When I eat them, it was like my favourite meal of the day. Lunch usually is like, I don't know, sometimes I'll go out for lunch, like sometimes I'll go to like KFC, invite like a friend to KFC or whatever, or they'll invite me to KFC, or, you know, other fast food places are available, by the way. Other things, you know, I'll just stay in the house, or maybe I'll get like a Tesco meal deal or something, or I'll just make something for myself, which is the most common thing, because I'm not completely incompetent. Wow, 19 miles per hour, jeez. I'm really not going to care about that. It's like my old Euro Truck sim. Ooh, this is nice. It's like my old Euro Truck sim behaviour coming out. It's not really changed in 3 years, has it? And then lunch, then dinner is probably my favourite, to put it lightly. I'd say it's probably my favourite, just because it's the one that you probably have the most interesting food at, is dinner. You know, like sometimes like recently I've been experimenting with new recipes. Like I actually made, I think it was a spaghetti carbonara last night. Did not go very well, by the way. It tasted like trash. It was very cheesy. There wasn't a lot of spaghetti on the plate. And yeah, I just did not make it very well. It was a terrible attempt. And it was the first time I've made it and eaten it as well. And I know it's definitely better than this, because it did not taste like what it looked like in the recipe as well. I didn't even know what the problem was. Like, usually I'm quite good at cooking stuff as well, but that I just like, I don't know, I just like had I just had a bit of a nightmare with. It was terrible. That 1 hour of hell. I was actually considering just throwing it in the bin and making a bolognese instead. But no, I went through it. I ate it. I ate like half of it. The other half went in the bin. It's like the first time I've made something and something's gone in the bin. Absolute disaster. I think it's just because it's such a cheesy, creamy sort of recipe. I don't know. It's not a hard recipe either though. It's only got about like 7 ingredients or something. Like bolognese has way more than that. It has like stock cubes and stuff, and you know, chopped tomatoes. I usually have rice with bolognese though. I usually have rice with bolognese rather than spaghetti. But yeah, I'd say dinner. To answer the question, dinner is definitely probably my favourite, just because you can experiment with most recipes, you know. But then again, who can't say you can't have chili con carne for breakfast, you know? I don't advise it, by the way. Alright, next question is, do you think that children born today will have better or worse lives than their parents? Oh my god, okay, that is an extremely deep question. Do you think that children born today will have better or worse lives than their parents? I'd say, I don't know, I think it's a very mixed bag. I'd say, like, let's say, I don't know, I'm gonna go with my parents here, and I'm gonna compare to, you know, let's say somebody born today. So if someone born today, and I'm taking the life, so actually maybe we can go. Maybe we can just do mines, you know, if I was to, you know, somehow, or if I was to, you know, have children with somebody else, obviously. Oh dear. Would they have better or worse lives than me, than I did? Alright, so when I was growing up, it wasn't, technology was a thing, but it wasn't, you know, big, you know, like, it was more like to do with, like, toys and stuff when I was growing up. And we actually, I think it was more like, you know, social based, you know, like we'd go out and, you know, we'd meet people and stuff and, you know, we'd play with them and whatever. And, you know, they become friends or whatever. I think a lot more children these days are more on social media, obviously, and they're, you know, on technology and stuff. They're watching YouTube videos or whatever. And that's how they grow up, you know, like using their mum's phone or whatever to watch the latest YouTube video or whatever from their YouTubers that they follow or subscribe to. But I don't know, I really liked the sort of era I grew up in. There was a good amount of stuff to do, but at the same time, you know, you could still socialise nicely, meet friends, you know, have friends and stuff. But yeah, I feel like these days it's a lot more difficult because people don't go outside as much. But I feel like a lot more like mental health issues obviously come with young people these days as well. It's not just exclusively adults as well, but it's kind of everybody at the minute. Well, everybody more in this modern era. It did happen back in the day as well, of course. It just wasn't talked about as much. I actually thought I hadn't started recording for a second. I was like, Jesus Christ, please tell me I've actually started recording and I'm talking to myself the entire time. That'd be really bad. But yeah, I'd say it's a mixed bag. Like, there's a lot more, like, social media and technology is good because you add things to do, but the amount of screen time that they have obviously is like a very big issue. I had very little screen time on any device when I was younger. Okay, I had the Nintendo DS and stuff where I played like brain training for about half an hour a day or something. I'm sure everybody that's my age will remember brain training growing up. Amazing game, by the way. It's a simple game, but so good. But yeah, to answer that question in summary, I'd definitely say it's a mixed bag. I'd say I'd lean more towards worse just because of the social media influence, but yeah. I wouldn't say it's a big difference. The things that people do these days are massive differences, but like children do, but yeah. Alright, the next question is, what is the worst gift I have ever received in my life? Alright. I think it's probably a joke present. And it was like a massive teddy. It was pink though. And what was it again? Oh yeah, it was like a Angelina ballerina teddy or something that I got as a joke off my uncle, I think it was. about 10 years ago. That was terrible. Absolutely awful. It was a joke present. It was a joke present, but it was not good. That's probably my worst present. But I've received very good presents over the years. Don't get me wrong. I was very privileged when I was growing up. I was the only child as well, so I got, you know, good amount of presents over the years as well. But the thing is, like, Christmas these days is like, you get older, you probably have to rely more on giving people presents than actually receiving presents, which isn't a bad thing, you know. Like, I actually don't mind going Christmas shopping though. I'm actually planning to do something a bit different this year though. I'm actually going to do what I was going to do last year, but that fell a bit flat. I didn't have time to do it in the end. Alright, going this way. Uh-oh! Let's get past this guy quickly. Is my tea going cold? Been what, 40 minutes? Hopefully not. Oh my god, I can't believe I just drank that. It's like drinking bloody pig's blood on I Am a Celebrity. Ugh. Which Matt Hancock will probably do. You can tell I'm excited for Matt Hancock going on I'm a Celebrity. It's like the thing that every single person in the UK, well, not every single person in the UK, but it's the thing that a lot of people are talking about at the minute. Come on! There we go. Go this way. We're running low on fuel and we're almost getting tired as well. Eek! It's okay though. Yeah, Christmas is coming up, innit? We might actually do like a special Christmas topic very soon as well. It's only like 6 weeks to Christmas. Will we have a white Christmas this year though? That's the question. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It's been, what, 12 years since we last had one in Scotland. You know, December snow though, like December snow on its own is like very rare these days. Like, I remember when I was, I think, when I was about 10-year-old, I remember I had a very, very cold winter. And like, you know, like it was like 3 months of non-stop snow. That's an extremely rare event now. I hear so many stories about like my parents and stuff saying, oh, when I was younger we had like 4 months of freeze up snow, you know, like every year it would snow freezing cold, you know, and yeah. It's like, that's good. And they're like, oh, it's climate like changing world, we're never gonna have snow like that again. I think we will again, but at some point, but yeah, I think they'll become less frequent. We're not doing a climate change topic, are we? Hell, we'll do a weather topic. I think maybe in episode 7 or something we'll do weather. I already know what episode 6's topic's going to be, and I'll let you know at the end of episode 5, which will be coming up on Friday, either tomorrow or in 2 days time. Yeah, look at that expert indicating around the roundabout. Amazing. Right, let's get this journey wrapped up. We're going to be like a horse. We're going to be like a horse running back to its stable. We're going to like drive as fast as we can to this place without the care in the world for speed limits. We're almost going the speed limit actually. 56. Going very quick. We've finished all our questions. I was hoping that we'd like finish all our questions. Oh my god! Okay. So we've finished all our questions like a little bit later than this, but yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I hope I've answered them like nicely. Hopefully that give you a little bit more insight in life of mine. Hopefully, if you're that interested, that is. Look at that, dodging the signs like a madman. I'm going right, bro. Left, even. Just so you know. We really need speakers from this place. Wouldn't it be amazing if you can have a speaker from your truck shouting, "Get out the way!" It'd be amazing. Here we are. Where are we going? We're going into here, right? Into Renar Logistics. Uh oh. Hello. Don't mind me. I'm just failing. Like usual. Let's get this wrapped up. Enter! We're gonna do this one because we're noobs still until episode 5, which is next episode. Then we're gonna have to start doing more advanced parking, which I'm looking forward to actually. It's gonna be fun with our new truck. Big episode next episode. It's not really going to be about the journey actually. We're going to have more truck configuration. We're going to have all that stuff. We're going to have like... Yeah, so it's not... We're going to probably do a much shorter episode, shorter journey next episode. So it's probably going to be... Oh, level 4, yes. We've leveled up every single episode. Wow, in 4 episodes we've got to level 4. Nice. Alright, I think we're going to start doing more long distance, I think, just to try and get more longer journeys going. And then we'll do like, maybe do like a 2 episode long journey as well. Let's have a little look at the quick jobs. See, it's just the longest journey we've got. That is the longest journey we've got. That's actually pretty good though, for 400 miles. It's like 15 grand. Wow, we've got 29 grand now. We can definitely buy a truck, 100%. That one could be okay as well. Stavanger to Gedser. That could be like a 2 episode journey, probably. But yeah, maybe we'll do that next episode. But we'll do... Oh no, we can't because... Oh no, we're actually buying a new truck next episode. What am I talking about? Alright, in the next episode we're going to be buying a new truck because we are finally at the stage where we can definitely buy a new truck now. We are going to take a bank loan right now, by the way. So we're going to take our 100 grand bank loan. We can actually take a 400 grand bank loan. But no, we're going to go with this one. Look at that interest rate, 18%, jeez. And yeah, we pay that over 35 days. We've now got 129 grand, so we can spend some money on truck and configuration. If we need to as well, we can take like a small loan, like a 10 or a 50 grand to get those configurations in our truck. But that will be the next episode that we'll be doing that. And we'll be doing a much shorter journey, like a 150-mile journey as well. Just because it's going to be like kind of long already with the truck configuration and stuff like that. So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, press that button. If you want to keep all the videos on my channel, including this ETS2 Season 3 series, then please subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode, which will be tomorrow or Friday. Whichever way, if this is Wednesday or Thursday. See you later.